Hi, welcome back to the channel. Let's take a look around. So this is where it all happened. This is Hound's mill site. He's gone now. He actually left without talking to me. Let's see what kind of condition he left the claims in. See if the BLM will refund his bonding money, which I'm actually the BLM in his case because I let him mine on my bond, so he's actually not out anything. But that kind of slash has to be brought back over the top of this for what they call small mammal habitat. BLM inspectors will look at that pile of dirt and say that's not a natural contour. You need to re-slope this, re-contour it. Anywhere there's a berm that looks like it was pushed up with a machine, that's not a natural contour. Now, he did some trenching up here and left this berm all the way across here. I'm going to have to come up here and bring this all back down and blend it with the natural contour. That's the natural contour, and this is what he left for me to fix. He got a lot of advice from people showed up after he came up here and wanted to get started. In my earlier videos, you can see he had a lot of people helping him because it's his first year. And I think he had too many people telling him too many different things. And the only person he should have listened to is me, because all these other people came up here, spent 1 or 2 days on the property, and they thought they knew more about the property than I did. Well, over here, it looks like this is I've heard from his assistants, his associates have contacted me. He ran about 35, 40 yards, and he didn't cover up any of these tailings with vegetative material. So nothing's going to grow here. So this is going to fail when it comes to the BLM inspection. So I'll have to fix this, as well as these berms. They're not a natural contour, and they'll have to be flattened out and tapered and made to look like a natural contour again. I'm not seeing too much garbage, but every little piece of garbage matters to the BLM. So at least he was a good man. I have to admit, he did a good job picking up the garbage, but I mean, it might be too early to say. That actually looks all right. I'm not gonna probably have to bother that. There's some historic disturbance over there with growth on it, so he did a good job here. This is fine. Oh, what's this? Got some 2x4s. That would be considered trash. And then we've got a bucket back here I've got to pick up immediately. Oh. Oh, look at the growth. I planted all these plants out here when I seeded them, right? This has all been reclaimed by me 5 years ago. And they thought it looked fine. It resembles a natural contour. It doesn't have to be perfect. But this don't look right laying out here. So I'll be back with something to collect that. That's actually okay. No harm, no foul. That's not good. There's a lot more work for me to fix. That's just more time, more fuel, more effort that I have to take away from my efforts to stay in compliance with the BLM. And I asked him to take all of his trash, and I think he did all right. I'm looking around. He left that trailer here. That doesn't belong here. I'm here to get it off the property right now. But if he would have been a man and come and talk to me, I would have helped him. And what's this? That's all his trash. That's all his trash he left there. So now I have to clean that up and get rid of it. These dumpsters are water containers. I told them not to put any trash in them. They're for holding water. Okay, out for now. I've got work to do. Okay, now this is what the BLM likes to see. They don't want to see any compressed soil. They want to see it real soft and loamy. They want to see it hummocky, not too smooth. So the wind will form little pockets where the seeds will catch in these little pockets, little hummocky, not too much, but just enough. And then I have my small mammal habitat over here. All this vegetation will release nitrogen back into the ground. All this vegetative soil on top will stimulate the growth. This will get high marks. Now the thing to do next, really important, is gonna get a broadcaster and seed it. And just walk over here, this area here. Well, this whole reclamation I'm doing here is going to take about $300 worth of seeds. But the next thing you'll do, this is ready for seeding now. So what I'll do is I'll come in here with the broadcaster and I'll spread these seeds out on a windy day even, which is almost every day. And then I'll get on my little ATV and I'll drag chain link fence behind my ATV. Back and forth, up and down this whole area. Once it's all been seeded, then I got this chain link fence that I'll drag about 10 feet behind my ATV, and that is perfect for burying and rolling over the seeds, and the growth will be fantastic next year. Now over here, what you're going to see me doing is first, any place that has anything, I'm totally staying off of that. I am not going to do any damage to any existing vegetation, but I will take care of this. And as I back up the bottom, I'm going to take this machine all the way up here, and as I back my way up here, I'll be pulling this stuff back out here and recontouring that correctly, once again trying to stay off any existing vegetation. But up here especially, and down the middle where you can see the equipment's been running. What I'm going to be doing is decompressing the soil. I'm going to just be chopping at it and raking at it and breaking it up and making it a little hummocky and rough to where it'll catch the seeds and the wind won't blow them away. I'll be raking all this stuff back down and doing the same thing, decompressing the soil and loosening it up. So now this is some of the historic disturbance. This is many years old, probably 40. And I'll be dressing this up again and taking care of this historic disturbance as well. Okay, I made a discovery. I had to stop and bring you over here and look what I found. It's some old piece of cable. I don't know, it looks pretty old. I don't know. There was a lot of previous disturbance in this section of the canyon. But this is looking more like a natural area. I like how it's going. I actually like doing reclamation work. Miss this ranch that I live at. Been living here for a while. There's my water truck. I was moving it down off the ranch and I had a little problem, and even a little problem out here is a big problem. But I'll be back with the backhoe to lift up that thing and put another tire on, and I gotta load the compressor and bring the big gun out. But it's like a half a day project to get that water truck down to the new location. For right now, it's been there 3 days. It'll probably be at least 3 more days before I get it. All right, back at the ranch. Now for that bologna sandwich. Delicious.